Hey there, business owners, freelancers, and entrepreneurs. Nishi here with another social media marketing tip for you this week. Today, I want to talk about emojis and should we use them in social media posts for business? The answer is yes, but in certain contexts, okay? Emojis are actually a really great way to express yourself. That's what they're for. And at the end of the day, people want to do business with people that they like and people that they can relate to and people that they feel get them, and people who have senses of humor. So emojis are not a bad idea. However, you do want to be aware of context. Certain social media platforms are more suited for emojis than others. So LinkedIn, for instance, you don't see too many emojis there. Number one, because most people use LinkedIn from their desktop computer as opposed to their phone app, so they don't have access to emojis. And number two, it is almost strictly a business platform. So using an abundance of emojis, or any at all even, might come off as too playful and too frivolous and might seem out of place on LinkedIn. It's kind of like walking into a Fortune 500 CEO boardroom wearing a hoodie and jeans, which is fine if you're Mark Zuckerberg, but if you're a normal person, not so much, right? So you want to be aware of your context. Now, Instagram, on the other hand, very suitable for emojis. It is an emotional platform. It's a visual platform, and visual imagery is an emotional communication device, right? So the best images, the best videos, and the best photos on Instagram that get the best engagement are the ones that tell stories or inspire or convey some kind of emotional response. So emojis you can use all over the place on Instagram. In fact, there was a study, there have been studies on this, I find this fascinating. Quitely did a study, and they discovered that Instagram posts with emojis had 47% more interaction than posts that didn't contain emojis. That's 47%. So you can improve your number of interactions by 47% if you just used emojis on Instagram. Isn't that fascinating? I will post a link to that blog in my blog so that you can read up more statistics on emojis on Instagram. It's pretty great. And finally, I want to mention that emojis have been around for a little while and they've kind of taken a life of their own. So there's sort of a subtext with certain emojis. There's like double entendres with some of them, like double meanings, and you need to be aware of these. Otherwise, you might come across as a little bit too risque or inappropriate in a business setting. So that's it for today. By all means, don't be afraid of using emojis in your business posts. Remember, you don't want to come off as too business-like in most instances. You want to have a personality because people want to do business with people that they like. And just remember the context. Remember that certain social media platforms are better for emojis than others. And emojis have a sort of language of their own, and you need to be aware of those, okay? So I hope you found that tip helpful. If you did, please subscribe. I will put a link to that Quintly study in my blog so that you can check it out later. And I will see you next week with another video on social media marketing. Until then, take care.